All right, we just started talking. Welcome, everyone. So we thought we were talking, but we weren't, and now we are, so you can hear our voice. So we are excited. Like we said, Charlotte's got a young team here. Some players shifted around from other teams to try new roles.
Yeah, so Nicole is trying to get more comfortable with her speed warrior, which we definitely supported her on. She should totally do that. Like any player, I think even if you want a queen, like you got to give 110%.
Right.
Just always queen.
And Nicole's playing gold at abs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's one hit by one lost life for gold, but they do have the snail advantage. It's looking good, and Stripes is doing a good job. Ooh, I said his name and he died. That's great. One of the things I was asked not to do was talk about Blue Queen.
Oh, jeez.
Say Blue Queen's name at all.
Oh, wow.
So he will not be named whatsoever.
He shall not be named.
He shall not be named. We wouldn't want him to be in a position where he might die, so. That's a second kill by he who should not be named.
Oh, man. They really did a good job of isolating Nicole. She was kind of running for a while and getting out of a lot of things, but he's going to need to get up at least a vanilla in order to get out of this.
A little bit of a warrior bounce. That's always annoying. So this is a situation where good teams understand that there is a lot of time. That snail has got a lot.
He says to be patient.
Yeah. Not like that. Great kill by, is that Sussman?
Sussman, yeah.
Sussman?
Brian Sussman, yeah.
I'm glad to talk about all the other players on the who should not be named team.
Oh, yeah. Are you allowed to talk about the other ones or just?
Hey, game A64, tell us how we sound, please. Note that we are playing. Are we playing a best of 5?
I think it's best of 5. That's
best
what it looks
of 5,
like
right?
down here.
No, it's best of 3. But in case we win 3, we have to do the best of 5 land.
So groups are only best of 3, and then it's points.
Interesting.
So, kind of like soccer. Whoever has the most points.
Yeah, but they're not playing all 3. A lot of the times you play all 3 in that situation, but.
Man, I wish they would just play all 3, right?
Yeah.
Because there are some missing points there then.
Well, and it'll be interesting. We'll have to get the rules up. If anyone's reading the rules and knows about the map selection, I hope that we're not going to watch a series of day and nights the entire tournament. A lot of hype in the other tournament. All right.
I think we might just for our groups.
All right, so not a lot of action. A little bit of snail push on blue right now. Gold has got 3 warriors out. Blue's got 2. Looks like they're pushing for another speed warrior out. That's Christina on blue abs. She is up.
I feel about the decision to go snail on Jordan's part. For Chicago, those warriors are just so strong. I feel like if he'd gone berries, he could have just tried to stay alive longer and drawn the game out a little bit more.
Getting a lot of warrior kills right there. So, not looking good for gold team. Last life, snail is in the basket. Now let's see what they think about the rules. They're not leaving the cabs.
So I think they think there's one more.
Huh. Well, it's 2-0 and they're still on the cab, so I don't know.
It's 3 games.
Oh, it is 3
you
games.
play 3
Play
games no
3
matter
games,
what.
because if not, we're going to get some weird stuff with seeding.
Okay.
We need to play 3 games to get all the
Thank
data.
you. Sorry.
Did you read the rules?
Yes, but it was like 2 months ago. Here.
Yeah, read them now.
Okay, so you were watching Group A in pool play on Saturday, June 23rd, 2018, here at magnificent Logan Arcade in the heart of downtown Chicago. Not really, but I'm going to say that because it's all relative to the people watching.
It's better for marketing purposes, really.
Spiky boys and not so safe. You are up after this Ducks game on the Uptown Cast.
Each team must have exactly 5 players. No alternates will be allowed. Teams can continue absent registered players. So hopefully Aaron Train shows up. He is here, right?
He's here.
All right, that's good. Yeah, I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah,
You guys were worried.
Yeah, I was totally worried. I was like, oh man, Tran, please. Because there have been so many flight delays, right?
Yes, lots of flight delays, cancellations.
I know there were some people from Charlotte that drove because they were afraid that their flight would be canceled, or I think Dylan actually had his flight canceled and just decided to drive. Like, didn't take the other flight. Again, they're going snail. And
Not only are they going snail, they really are not errantly. They're not supporting Jordan much. Jordan's kind of flying off on his own.
Yeah, and he's mirroring, I think.
Yeah. Oh. They did get a berry in, so I think maybe they've switched to berries. No? Okay. Maybe I'm just optimistic.
Well, I mean, they are getting the snail a little bit farther, I guess.
So Ryan Vile says Logan. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Ryan.
Good or bad? Like, do they want more sound? Do you want
Should we
them to
bring
go
it up?
louder, or do you want them to go softer?
Oh, that was a really nice turn kill from Jordan.
Very nice. Let us know if we need to turn the sound up or down here. Bad. Turn it
Jordan's
up.
got more life
Thank
here.
you.
He's up 2 lives, so
He is.
maybe he's just very comfortable on dust. I mean, to be fair, dust does allow a queen much more room to be elusive.
Absolutely.
And if you're a slippery queen, dusk is definitely the map for you.
Just a gentle reminder, please follow on to sing along for your group. It is KQXXV.
If you're following along here in the right-hand corner above right gold cap camera, you can see challenge.com's link for each of the groups. Notice that there's an A. This is Group A, and it will move along.
You know, they've been kind of in control of this game.
They really have.
Charlotte. Like, the only thing that they haven't been paying attention to that I'd like them to pay attention to a little bit more is the speed games, because Christina with speed, if she goes down, is just
Yeah, you should not let her get back up.
challenging. Or
You
at
know-
least make her get back up as vanilla.
Right. Whoa, that was beautiful by Nicole.
Yeah, that was a great ride.
Yeah, and some of the speed tagging all comes down to communication with the queen. The warriors need to say, hey, go get that speed gate. Queen's got a lot of things to pay attention to outside of where the gates are, and sometimes you just forget. So Jordan's not in a good position right now. He's got,
Well, the snail is
there we go.
coming along. We should probably try to pincer there. Get Christina, like, tops of the game.
Yeah, I think gate control at this juncture is more important.
We could have gotten rid of 2 warriors at once.
And yeah, they are in that critical spot where going down there, especially with the amount of life that he has. I hope they don't get too hungry here. They really can usher this.
What do you think about this famine? Or?
I mean, we are, what, 5, 6 berries away, 7 berries away from soft famine. And I'm really worried about the soft famine. I don't know if Jordan's team has the ability to hold it here. And Nicole is the last one up for him, and they are pulling that snail
Well,
backward.
they aren't really isolating her, so
Good dip and dive there by
kind of
Jordan.
allowing her to run more freely. Or just try to get
Look at that. What a rise. That's awesome. So 2-1 for Bertiful. And remember, every map win counts. So that's a point, basically, and that point matters.
It does.
Yeah, it's like soccer, where they kick the ball. Yeah, just like soccer. Again, we're watching Group A, the beginning of KQ25 here at Logan Arcade. Welcome, welcome. Here's the scrub team coming up. They've shown up to a couple tournaments this year. I don't know if they've won anything or done really anything.
Do you know anyone's name on that team?
Who on blue? No, I mean a bunch of who, right?
Yeah. But you know,
Dr.
it's great
Seuss
that they
characters.
come out.
Yeah. We've
What were
got.
they against?
This is a mixer team. We're bringing it up here in a second. Who is Wilk? So we've got
Belia, Billy, Chris, Brian, I believe.
yeah, Brian Lee is queening. I'm gonna go ahead and I know enough of these people that I can probably tell you this. Pretty sure that's Quave. That's all right. Technical difficulties here, but we are working through this. So they are just practicing right now. So you notice how they're kind of errantly jumping up and down. They're calibrating their 3-tap, their 5-tap, their scrape. Now the game volume is too loud. I know. Well, let's see. So in the chat, when you are asking us to change the sound volume, can you use a 1 out of 10 situation so we kind of understand? You know, are we 11 out of 10? Are we 7 out of 10? We're trying to hit a nice 7, 8 out of 10.
Yeah, let's not blow anyone's ears
Yeah,
out.
we don't need to blow people's ears out. All right, so these are probably the top 2 teams in the group. Maybe. I don't know. Buzzstill's probably up there.
Buzzstill, I think. This other team over here on blue, they're supposed to be good. Maybe Buzzthrill.
I would
What
say
is this?
mostly Alex is the other team.
Oh, and
That's a
then
pickup 5-scene team.
Yeah, I mean,
So this is a 5-scene team as well, right? KC, Chicago, Portland, SV, Minneapolis. Yep.
I mean,
It's
Brian
exciting.
looked really good last
Brian was
night.
playing well. I played with him a lot.
Yeah, he was really getting some great pickoffs, holding gates really well. If
All
you
right.
need speed, he'd tag it in for you. He's got great map awareness.
There we go. Hey, we got it. We got it. Look at that. Notice those dingleberries there. All right, so. So, Quave's on gold. They're a 5-scene team. A bunch of really good players from all over the country. East Coast, West Coast, Mid Coast. Gold is trying to establish some map control here, but he's getting held down here and very close to getting wiped.
Oh, nice. So he does get a warrior trait on that, and Abs is still up speed, but they're really holding columns well on him. So he's going to have to try to get through this map without dying.
Not a good position. Good.
That
Gold
was
is doing for the situation that Gold's in, they're doing a great job of
he did get a
keeping their
whole
warrior
speed.
lives. Oh, that was almost a queen kill.
Well, he
But
gets up the speed and loses the vanilla.
I don't know. Yeah. All right, that is 1 lost life for Gold Queen. Let's see how they react here. I was noticing that Brian Lee does innately look for the pincers. They're playing he plays very smart. He knows what to look for. Ooh, don't like this at all. That's 2 berries.
Ooh, unlucky.
Let's see if they can get up.
He really needs to get Chris up again. Chris can be really good at holding columns and making sure that the map is clear enough for him to run through. They're really pinstriping well. T-Rex should, you know, team to be reckoned with when it comes to pincers for sure, and holding columns and just making sure that they're all in the right places.
This is a situation where you really shouldn't have been playing with Brian there. Whenever you see a queen like Brian Kang repeatedly bouncing with you, you know you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
He wants to be bouncing you at that point.
Just like bumping. If you're bumping another warrior, like that should only happen once. If you're doing that more than once, you're asking to be pincered.
Absolutely. So that is a dangerous position.
But I have to say I'm pretty impressed with how Brian's gotten warriors up again and again.
He is a good
He's
player.
been wiped once or twice now, and he's gotten his team back up again. So it's pretty impressive.
All right, they are wiped. He's not in a good
pickup, right? Because none of these guys have really played with each other before.
right. He should be okay here. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. This is fine.
Yeah, this is fine. Everything's fine.
I'm. All right. So look at those KDs there. Queen was standing.
Ooh, 10-1. That's pretty impressive. Wyatt.
We won't talk about Chris Baldwin's KD there. We'll just glaze over that. Woof.
That's pretty out of character for him.
Yeah.
So maybe night map will be a little bit better.
So, America. Oh, America, I get it. All right, here we go into night map. Again, we're playing all three maps. Each one counts as a point. Points decide top three.
Berry rush. 2 berries already on blue. Well, 2 berries over on gold also. And Chris is up to speed. But they're still running the berry rush, and they have a ledge now. Both teams have ledges. Is that why it's over there?
Yes, we got.
He got cleared. Brian does a great job of going in there.
We've got Steffi from Charlotte and Blake from Columbus here. Right? Can I say that from Charlotte?
Yep.
Chicago, Charlotte?
I got 2 days left.
2 days left. That's awesome. Congrats. Excited for you. All right. Well, yeah, gold is definitely favored right now in terms of berries, and they've got 2 ledge guards, but blue has got 2 ledge guards. Let's see if someone decides, oh, what a great jump by Billy with the pop-off. That's not targeting because he was just saying hi to everyone.
I'm really impressed with their ledging that gold right now.
That is another berry and another pop-off by Billy. They know what's up. They need to get those berries kicked. They sacrificed one.
They do have a double ledge now.
They do. There you go. That was good.
Or at least put pressure on so that runner can get through.
So gold abs really needs to focus on not kicking the berries right now and killing. And it goes down. It goes down. Let's see if Billy can get up. Billy gets knocked down, so not a good situation. They're going to even it up here. Gets a kill, so it's 3-3. Good job by Brian showing up. All right.
I don't know if
It's
that
2-3.
sacrifice is worth it.
You know,
Probably should have just stayed high. Just 1 berry.
not looking good for gold at this point. And that might be it. Let's see here. It is. It is it. good job by Brian to say, you don't get berries. You don't get berries.
Yeah, the ledge on that night for them really helped them stall a lot.
Absolutely. All right, we're going into dusk.
And you can see Chris, that was better round for him, for sure.
Yeah, he was ledge guarding though, so he was just popping off drones. I think the key stat there is the deaths, and if you look over at the interior players there. All right, we're going into dusk. We have a little nauseating. So blue team is going straight into berries. Gold is riding the snail, and I just think that is a mistake. I think I just don't see.
I wouldn't, especially on us.
I mean, they are not going to win that snail. They are not going to win that snail versus the berry fight. Because they are going to have to commit, you know. Oh, there we go. Top berries in for gold. All right, Belia is up speed. Get that kill. That was beautiful. Okay, Belia needs to get somewhere here. All right, they just allowed 2 more berries in, 3 more berries in. So Brian,
chasing the queen is not really like, yes, the queen and maybe 1 speed warrior should follow, but they still need ledge.
and I know Brian King here. This is his favorite spot where he just, there's literally nothing you can do here. It's one of the stupidest things about this game.
And there's 2 berries left, so he'll just buy his time and, you know, let them try to get over.
1 berry left.
And it's a bottom berry, which is, you know.
Great job. This is beautiful. Now notice there's no gates. They can't have any more warriors. Blue is wiped. Blue is wiped, and that snail is going to be a problem. This is an exciting game right here. Gold knows that they have to, or Blue knows that they have to get out, and they let them get a warrior up, but that's the problem. And he goes down there. He's got to get that.
Gotta clear the snail.
All right, this is where the stretch is going to happen. This is where the stretch is going to happen.
It's a bottom berry. I don't know why they're going high.
They just went stingers out. What an unfortunate turn of events. Okay. All right, good kick. So Gold needs to continue to get map control because Blue Queen is not really want to moving around here. This is not a good place for Blue Queen. They went dingers out again? Wow.
I'm not really sure why.
No. There's 2 wiped here.
The snail
They are losing the snail.
And that was their 1 win condition. I just don't, like, pushing the salmon at this point with team break is not really. But Brian is last life, so.
He is, but he doesn't need to do anything, especially when they've got a gate that they can get warriors up, and they've got speed control as well. Brian Lee needs to go get speed. Brian Lee needs to go tag that right gate. They are just going to continue to pummel out these warriors.
Well, he is going over to the snail now, but it's going to get sad.
Tag that gate. Oh, they let another warrior up. This is a dangerous situation. Well, oh, we have got a soft famine, though.
Oh, no. Well, they traded there.
They ran a berry in. Someone should be running this snail immediately, right now.
Oh, that's last one.
Man. I will say what, Team Break did not look good in that round.
You know they didn't.
We did not. There was a lot
It was
of
last
opportunities
life, which is
to
not
exploit them.
Great.
Well, even more than that, when they got wiped, I mean, there was a map control situation, and Brian King did a great job of getting to the snail, getting one gate, and then Brian Lee just dropped the ball on gate control. I don't know if he tagged speed all game. Yeah, he did. He got one tag on speed.
Team Break also doesn't really focus on speed a lot. They're like go vanilla. They don't care because they're
Right.
more about columns and holding positioning. And
Right. Well, I was thinking of the situation where they were wiped and they could have had a snail.
They should have speed snailed
Speed
it.
snail, yeah. Not so much speed war.
I think one of them was open though. Like one was not even tagged at all. The entire. I thought it was just like not a color, which means they could have totally gone speed snail because it was open.
Right. Good point. All right, so Team Break is up again. They are on Gold Cab. I will say their name. I will say
We
their
know
name.
who they are,
Yeah.
but everyone does.
They're the tournament favorites. Definitely the heavy 1 seed, likely to be shipped to LA.
Yep.
Blue is on Apps and Bees. I'm gonna guess we're not doing a warm up, but we will
It's
see.
not a warm-up. Nobody knows that. It's real.
It's definitely real. All right, Team Break gets a warrior up mid. So what? Oh.
They're trying to just pull all vanillas off opening and they just to have map control. Like, it seems to work for them. I think if you hold columns and you work as a team, I'm not sure if speed really matters.
Yeah. But Jordan needs to stop bouncing. Again, like I said, if you're bouncing with Brian Kang, you know he wants that.
He's just trying to hold that side of the map, right? Just so they
Yeah.
can get that warrior
They
out.
had 2 gates. He knew what he was doing. Great little lazy J by Jordan. Look at the push by PE Apps and B's. Beautiful. So he misses the right gate. He misses the right gate and lets Wilkinen get back up. And then he goes over there and now there's got no gates. Big mistake by Jordan on the movements. Oh, I don't know if that was a move. He needs to tag the gates. He needs to keep moving here. Way to get a warrior up. So they have got snail control, but Jordan is just standing too much. He has got to move. He's got to move because they're just going to keep churning out vanilla warriors. I don't want Team Break with 3 warriors out, and they just got him out.
Then it doesn't matter if they're vanilla, right? Because
Right.
they're still, they do the speed that on the whole, it's just about a warrior and the queen. She's bumping around there. She almost got another. Gets third.
I tell queens in this situation, please leave the snail quadrant to the warriors.
That was a beautiful stick.
This is very interesting at this point. All right. So he needs to get gates. Now he's not in a great situation.
They need to just take it back a second. Don't try to guard the snail that hard. There's a lot of time in the game, and it's really far, and you're the last warrior up.
And he doesn't need to be over there. Great fake out. Should get the move. They got a warrior back up. Oh, there was the bounce too.
Gets the pull back up. I'm not sure if she's speed or not.
You know what? But Blue did a great job of battling for that snail and making sure that it didn't go too far. So it's still in a dangerous position. Great little dip by Jordan. Oh, Jordan gets the kill. He needed that kill. Now he needs those gates. He needs to leave that snail alone and get the gates.
I wish he would have gone to get the
Oh, man. And look at those 3 warriors just come back out.
Nicole is great as vanilla, but she's so good at speed. I really
Brian
wish she
Kang-
would grab the speed game.
Agreed. That's a communications issue there. Great kill by Jordan. Great kill by Jordan again. Again, where's that speed tag? There it is. Good kill. Remember, Brian King is on last life. Good Good communication there by Andrew. Griner. Up. Both queens on last life, and this is not a good situation. All right. They've still got blue skulls up. Oh, don't do it. Oh.
That's not a good place to be.
They got to get support. Got to get support immediately. Immediately. Good job. Beautiful. Beautiful. That was worth it. Nicole did a great job. Unlucky. Wow. I'm clapping because that was a fun match. That was a really fun match. Look how many deaths Team Break had. It's a lot of dying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed with the Charlotte team.
Look, they're definitely looking a little shaky. That's two maps in a row that they, almost didn't win. Almost didn't.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Team Break is they're very good at being patient. And if you aren't going to take the map away entirely from them, then they're going to totally look at the one part of the map, even if it's one gate or two gates that you aren't taking away, and exploit it. They'll break out
Absolutely.
the entire team just in that one gate
Right.
if you're going to let them.
Right, and that, I want Jordan to be watching this. I'm going to say it came down to that map control. If you would have tagged all those gates and controlled and got speed and got Nicole back up speed, I really think you would have been in a better position. Now this is scary. I'm worried that Blue thinks they're going to run snail on this map, and they are not going to be able to do. So Blue is struggling to get out warriors here. They've got 2, but oh Lord, 7. I can't count. That's a lot of berries. There's 4 left. I'm not going to count how many are. That makes it 8, right? 8. Thank you. Again, why are we bouncing? Because he knows what he's doing.
He's just trying to hold that path right there.
And he knows he's got 2 gates, and he's got a warrior on the snail. The objective is purely gold right now.
And he leaves and gets gates because he knows there's no barrier runner that's going to come down, and now they're going to try to hold this pathway to the right there.
Oh.
I think it's important, like what you were saying, like when they're bouncing, it's more for spacing. It's not necessarily because they're trying to kill you. It's just because they don't want you in that area.
We are in panic mode at this point. Panic mode, that is it. And that could have been a family portrait if they wanted to, but they didn't.
They aren't going to do that now. Not to a team like this. They're young scene. Maybe to a
Columbus?
Chicago team.
All right, Chicago team? Yeah, definitely Chicago. A lot of energy coming down to Jordan. He's focused. He's shaking his hands. He's talking to his friends. Nicole's saying hi to her friends. Andrew Griner's wondering why he went sleeveless. It's cold in here.
I think their whole team is sleeveless. It's a team jersey.
Oh, all right.
No sleeves, absent-bees.
All right, Jordan looked good in Dust Map.
Yeah. I think that was his best map last time.
They were going snail again. So this is where younger teams struggle, where they just don't recognize. Sometimes you really have to you have to recognize what the other team's strategy is and what you're good at compared to them. And if they're not running berries, they're not going to win here. Because all gold has to do is sit one warrior on that snail.
And then they have speed snail also. I think it jumped off, went to go get a berry.
Yeah, and they're just. This is not going to go well here. Team Break does have some speeds here. 3 berries left for Team Break. 1 warrior up for Blue. Nicole went down, said her name, she died. He is in a precarious situation, and that's it. A lot more lopsided in that last map. So
I think
Pete,
the last map they were able to kind of hold it down a little bit more and control more of the map.
absolutely, absolutely.
And they tugged the snail along enough that it put more pressure on Team Brave.
All right, so we're going into our next matchup here. I don't know if it's been called out. It doesn't look like anyone's stepping up. Mostly Alex versus Bertiful.
So Bert against, is this a mixed team or?
Yes,
Okay.
you are blue. So we've got Alex, Steve, Alex, Tony, and Alex. 60 seconds. Yeah, you haven't warmed up. Hey, Bert.
Ryan, they got 60-second warm-up. They haven't had a warm-up.
All right, so it's a mixed scene team. I know Alex Hogan's from Columbus.
Group B.
Alex Kogan is from Chicago. I think we have a Minneapolis player. I don't know all of these fine young gentlemen. Tony Halbert, creator of Death Ball, was from San
really?
Francisco.
That's
Yeah,
a great game.
yeah.
There
Hogan
was
is.
actually a line for it last night.
That's
It was
awesome.
kinda Cool.
That is awesome. Yeah, it's my first time playing. We have it in Columbus. The first time playing the kind of new patches. He's updated some of the maps and physics. Alex Hogan is the queen on this team. Hogan, the longest. I don't know what they were doing.
I think Buzzkill didn't really want to warm up. They probably should have just taken the time anyway.
Yeah, but so Alex Hogan is the oldest Columbus player. He's played, I mean, I don't mean by age, by just like, he's played the longest.
Okay, that's.
He started playing in 2015
Oh wow.
when we first got the cabinets, and his team was the original like number 2 team, and he was probably the better queen of this. The first team was more aggressive. Definitely the first strategy queen in our scene.
Yeah, he's very slippery. I will say that.
I will say the tech has a little bit past him. He's a little slow on gate control. He likes to hold one gate and sit. Notice how he committed to a gate that no warrior was at, or no drone was at. But he's got some warriors out, and they are using that neutral gate to their advantage. So 3 warriors for each. They've got the snail pushed a little outside of the tunnel. Gold's grabbing it again here. So he's bouncing for no reason. He needs to get some gates here.
Yeah, there's no gate on the right side.
Doesn't really need a gate though. You know, like they got 3 warriors out for both teams. So just lost one there themselves. Stripes likely needs to get out of that tunnel here in a second. Hogan doing a great job of getting some kills and getting some warriors back up. Gonna lose one here. Oh,
Doesn't get speed. I really wish that teams that played Chicago teams, especially because we love speed.
yeah.
Like you gotta take it out. You gotta take it away.
Yeah, sometimes it's not even for, it's not for your team.
Yeah.
It's to stop their team. And so say he just dived down onto a blue, so see he's sitting now. He wants to hold that, and he should go up, and he allowed his speed to go up. You know, he did get a warrior back out. And they did kill that speed drone, so that's good. Let's see if he tags a speed gate all game. I don't know if he will. Oh, that is a wipe. Oh, no, they got one up. They got
I
one
don't know
up.
if you see this, but I think it is it 3 speed warriors now? Because they're just going to keep on cracking out speed. As soon as one goes
Yeah,
down, I
they've got-
guarantee you they'll say, try to go speed, try to go speed.
Oh, they get. Oh my gosh. He needs to tag those gates though. He's gonna get a speed. No, he's not. Just kidding. Christina gets her speed again. They are. Oh, that is not a J. That we call that J die. Hogan is on last life. Oh, he tagged a speed. There we go. Good job, Hogan. That's what we want.
Nice. I mean, he's picking off some of the Speed Warriors, right? And so is his team. I really think if you just took it away from them, their team, they'd slow the game down to such a pace that they would be able to own more of the map.
I would agree. Tony Halbert's doing a great job. He's 6-2 right now. The fewest amount of deaths of any warrior on the blue team. 7-2, doing a great job. So,
what do you think of Speed Anchor? Do you think that's a thing, or do you think it's just like...
I believe it is for some teams. It depends on the style of player. I mean, I think Aaron Tran's a good example of a speed anchor. Ken, I don't know if you played with Ken from Columbus. He mimics a lot of Aaron Tran's movements, where you're just kind of constantly pestering the queen, but not really always, not making any stupid plays.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really want necessarily to kill the queen all the time. You just want to push her into bad positions, right? Don't take it unless you have it.
Tony went down. That was not good, and you heard the sound effects there. The air let out of his breath as he dies. Yep, I saw that a mile away. Great kill by Brian.
That was just a spacing.
That was.
A lot of times queens don't realize, like warriors, even a vanilla, if you flip and don't necessarily move, you flip right back again. You're already close enough, right?
Right.
If you're a queen, you got to pay attention. Are they flipping and moving, or are they just flipping? Because if they're just flipping, then you're fucked.
Fucked. Just fucked. Here's our teams. So you notice there's mostly Alexes on the blue team. So they're aptly named Mostly Alex. All right, going into map 2. Nick hitting his pen, blowing air out of the screen so you can't see it.
Vaping.
Vape life. Alex Hogan playing around.
Wild.
So the rest, that's not good. The rest of these maps, night and day, are not maps you want to leave speed around. Night and dusk, I say. Day is a map that you can still do some things on without speed, because you have to jump all the way up to the top. But these other two maps, really easy to get speed.
Neither one of them have the speed gates at all. I don't know if that's like on purpose on Bird's part, if he's just like, I don't care if you didn't tag them anyway, or...
Right. Nope, too slow. Beautiful by he who should not be named. Oh, there it was. So Snail is a big deal right now, and they need to commit some resources to stopping Snail. They just lost.
Oh, that was a great kill by
That was good. I don't know. Oh,
beautiful
what
rise.
a stop. Beautiful rise, and look at that. Okay, so they just need to commit here. Slow it down, fortress out. Speed gates are tagged here, and he's going to die. Oh, he didn't die, but... Yep, Hogan is on last life, and he's going the route you don't want to go.
He needs to dive out of there, come back around.
Uh-oh, that is last life.
It's going to be too hard for them to get to.
They have one warrior. This is... Oh, there it is. And Brian Sussman with a second final kill. This is really fun. This is a lot of fun. I appreciate being here with you right now.
I mean, these are good teams to watch. I think that one thing that they definitely are going to need to do when they move on is tag the speeds more, because Christina needs speed. Brian does really well with speed also. JCC, when he can get up speed, is great speed too. But they can't chase the queen so much. I mean,
No.
It works against teams that are younger teams,
Right.
but eventually you're going to have to focus on defending or moving your position.
Right.
I'm not sure. Have they won on an objective yet, or is it just been
just queen kills. Brian Sussman's gotten both final kills. They had that pincer on day, and then that was just a rise kill. That's an early speed tag by both queens, actually. This is the speed map, though. I mean, it's like you accidentally fall into speed.
And Bert has both those gates.
Yep.
He takes one back. Ooh, beautiful rise.
That makes no. Oh, I think gold is wiped.
Woo.
And but they're just letting him get up. They're just letting him get up.
And speed. They're taking right speed. So Christina's out to speed again. She's gonna try to come up right now and right. She's in. And they have another speed. It said maybe JCC.
I don't know about that move, Alex Hogan. I don't know about that dive there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
that's like what Paul does. He just yells dripstick and just flies at you. Sticking your butt out there. All right, well, he's got 2 gates, but he doesn't have the speed gates. He's got all 3 warrior gates right now. Let's see if he gets it. There we go. There we go. You know, I wish I was watching my Columbus 2 team over there, but
I know.
I'm feeling good for them. I hope they're playing well. Oh, they wiped it. But they aren't. They got to go down to the snail. They got to go down to the snail. All right. If that speed gate was open right now, this would be a great opportunity to get speed. But Tony is just fighting in the trenches. He's 6-4 right now. Tony doesn't care. He goes back down there. He wants to be pincered. I love it. I love it. Push it. Push it. Oh, yeah. This is fun. You know, I appreciate Alex Hogan's.
Down there. It just says bye. Till 3 different warriors.
Oh my God! But she just went down. Tony came back and took care of her. And this is a good position right now. Hold.
And you know, we've been through this before too, where I talked to Christina and said, you know, your team, you really need to watch the objective. I know you don't want to hear that, but you're the best person to watch it.
JCC with the big bounce on Hogan. Yeah. So the unfortunate part there was he who should not be named was stuck. And Hogan had him held down in the corner there, right next to the center gate. And then all of Hogan's warriors left him alone. And so the drones came and just bullied him.
You gotta
support. You gotta have one warrior there.
Yeah, fight as a team.
Well, that was a tough match for mostly Alex. Good thing they've got this easy match coming up. This joke team on blue.
They'll definitely win this one.
Yeah. You know, players, they've barely played it all.
Yeah. I think they just got a cab like a month ago.
They're going to be playing themselves, actually, it looks like. I don't know. Notice Rob's eating some food, Rob Newhouse. He likes to sour beers and drink them alone.
Sounds very romantic.
Very much. You see, Ray McNally's on their team. That's I think that's his first time on Team Break. It's a big pickup. He's a great player. He's got a good look, cool hat. Wasn't he at that tournament you guys won last year? Wasn't he one of the announcers?
Oh, was he?
I think so.
For which one?
The one where everyone went to nationals and you said, no, I'd rather win a couple grand.
Oh, is that him? No, I think it was Ahmed.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Thank you. They both have the headphone thing.
We're actually planning like a random getaway, and then we realized there was this other tournament, and Chattanooga is actually a beautiful city.
That's awesome.
So we went and we had this really nice getaway, and then we also won a bunch of money.
That is awesome.
And we did pick up, originally we had planned on playing just the 2 of us, and we decided to pick up a Chattanooga player so that hopefully when we left, we could at least leave some strategy, technique, like explain the game to someone that's staying in the city. Like,
right.
It's not very cool to just go there and not really talk to anyone from the city, so we spent about a day trying to figure out who we wanted on our team. that was from Chattanooga. So there were several times during the day where it was, hey, are you from Chattanooga? No? Okay.
All right, back to the gameplay here. Gold has lost 1 life here. And great job by Gold Ab there. But he let Alex get out, Hogan get out, but Hogan goes straight to the tunnel. Wow. Surprising turn of events. I really thought Gold was going to have it. Blue is just, it's a bunch of new players that doesn't really know what they're doing.
No, no strategy.
No strategy whatsoever.
Technique.
Yeah. They're called Team Break because each one of them has recently gone through a breakup and they decided to become a team.
Oh,
yeah. It's
also very romantic.
Yeah.
Berries? You thinking berries?
Yeah, and I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, gold will go berries. I know Alex is a berry queen. I'm not liking this, and that's that should have been a queen. He's gonna bounce with you all day long, Alex.
Why is he staying there?
Because he thinks he's doing a job. I saw that a mile away. Yeah. Rob Newhouse yells, they have one, they have none. There are 2 berries in for gold, but that snail is not in a fun position, and Alex is not in a fun position.
Working himself into a pincer here.
Yeah, he didn't really have anywhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. And then this
and that's not a movement right there.
He hasn't gotten to speed games. They have 2 speeds.
They are going to get a warrior up.
3 speeds maybe?
But he is.
They have 3 speed warriors.
Gets
I
8.
get 1, but the snail.
Unlucky. There's a wince. Our camera isn't working here, but you should see our faces. We're just really ecstatic to be here. Feel bad for Team Break. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deaths. Pretty pathetic, honestly.
Yeah, terrible.
All right.
I get to say, on abs, they were actually doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Considerably, when you look at all the statistics, like, even though he was 3-3, he still didn't get as many kills as Wyatt.
Right.
And I don't know if Wyatt was, they weren't running any berries, so maybe the snail or...
That's, his name's Not Alex. There's 2 Not Alexes on that team. So I will just call him that, Not Alex. Great job by Not Alex. Barry kicked in. All right, Alex, that's beautiful. Oh, look at that.
All those pincers, they're just really controlling the center. If you look at the way that they're holding the map right now, you've got one person in the center circulating, one person on the right.
There is absolutely no gates. So Alex is definitely just on his heels. Great job by Not Alex to just wait there in the middle and call for a gate. He gets a warrior up. Oh, and he's a speed warrior nonetheless. Good job, Not Alex. Alex has got a Herculean effort here to stop this snail against 2 mediocre warriors on the blue team. Yep, that's all day long there.
He does get the drone off of the snail. So.
And that's all that really matters.
Just slow it down, right?
But Alex is on his last life.
I'm not sure he needed to dive down there. Maybe get more gates.
That's not a move. It's not a move. All right. All right, well,
We're at 5 matches now.
they had 3 deaths there for blue.
Yeah, no, we're good right now. Just switch over. We have 5. Then we're gonna get to the next 5. Yeah, we're gonna rotate the commentators. We have 5 minutes. It's gonna be done.
All right, well, thanks everyone for listening to our
Banter.
incessant droning on about nothing. We're gonna step off and we're done for the day. Good. Glad I'm here. Everyone, enjoy yourselves. Donate to the donate thing. Say exclamation point donate. Up next we have voices. Who's talking? Up next we got Garzon and Walshy.
I'm seeing the first layout here for the pictures. I'm digging it. All right, for those at home, we are on the Logan Arcade cab. This is David Garzone over here on commentary. I'm going to be joined shortly by my casting partner. We just went to the quick restroom break. All right, so I'm actually very interested to see this Quave team because I believe they're going to be one of the 5-seeding teams right now. There's a lot of skill every which way. No weak links, anything like that. Very well-rounded team, so I'm very excited to see how these guys turn out. Up against BE Absent Bees, it's going to be compiled of a lot of tall boys, led by Jordan. I'm looking at goal right now, which is BE Absent Bees. They're just holding out right side of the map, but they're down to one last warrior. And blue has 3, so blues are running away with gate control right now, and they're going to reclaim objective. Nice shuffle by Brian Lee. Top mid gate. Yeah, sorry, I was talking with someone in the back. Yeah, so back to the action right now. So we have Jordan on last life here on gold side. With no warriors, no gates, nothing right now. He's going to try to retag some and try to get some warriors up. Any sort of reinforcements is going to suffice as soon as he gets someone back up. Maybe someone here on the left side.
I didn't realize we're halfway.
What Aaron was doing there.
Man, I got here late. Already this game.
No, it's already good, yeah. It's only one map, almost there, but yeah, Jordan over here on gold side. It's going to be Charlotte team is going to try to bring it back here on gold. Want to get up, but yeah, blue's going to seal it right now. It looks like, yeah.
Tell me a bit about both these teams. I might be a little late to the party if you've already explained that on the stream.
A little bit. I was saying, I'm very interested to see how blue team, Quave, I believe is their pronunciation of it. They're going to be a 5-city team of very well-rounded players. Billy from Kansas City, Javen from Portland, Brian Lee, San Francisco, Chris Baldwin, Minneapolis, and Belia from Chicago. So you have a lot of great well-rounded players on this team. I want to see how this works, like chemistry-wise. They know their roles, so I want to see how everything clicks. I'm going to check the challenge, see what the record is in a bit, see how they've been holding up. And then you have Charlotte, who is going to be a PE Absent Bees. I believe they're all from Charlotte, if I'm not mistaken. But you have some guys, I don't know if you're how familiar are with some of the Charlotte guys.
No,
but
not.
They have a running joke with a lot of tall boys. Because some of them are fairly tall, as in Andrew Greiner, Jordan Navarra. I believe that's another Andrew on that team over there winging on gold checkers.
I talked to Billy from Quave earlier, and he was mentioning how they had to play against Team Break earlier. They had a couple games that they were really close to them, but he felt like they had a lot of mistakes where had they had more experience together, had they played a bit more, had they maybe played Break later on in the groups, it would have been a lot better for them is what he felt like.
Yeah, that tends to happen a lot, like when it comes to like mixing especially, because you don't know like certain tendencies your like drones have when they're trying to form up, like what routes your queen takes when they're trying to get any sort of gate control, you know? So it's a learning experience. There's a big curve there that you don't have compared like an established team like Team Break or anything like that. But I think that's also some of the luck of the draw, because I think when they were doing the group order, I think they just straight up did RNG, and a lot of it was just kind of jumbled up, like match order, you know?
Oh, absolutely makes sense. Yeah, I think we're facing a similar thing. From what I understand, supposedly one of the best teams, or the best team in our group, is we're playing them very first. So we'll hopefully just have to step right away, or we'll get a lesson. It's going to be bonus queen. We're playing first in Group C. So bonus queen and the 5. That's Columbus team, who took 5th last year at Killer Queen 20. So they're both right, like neck to neck. I don't know who I would say the clear favorite is between that one. Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean that can go either way. Because on one team you have a very aggressive queen on Michael Esparza, a very aggressive queen. Yeah.
All right.
And then there's the Columbus, who they've been playing for like a while. You know, so
it'll be interesting to finally meet some of the players, and I've watched a lot of the cast before, and I hear certain names, like I've heard the name of Sparza before, so it's like some of the roles I don't know are locations. They did take it off that. Charlotte. So I think their Snail is getting very close right there. I was watching gate control in the middle, but yeah, Charlotte just ran away with that one. They had very strong Snail pressure left and right. I also didn't see how many berries Quave was out, but they started strong on berries, and that's going to be like kind of the story of most of these matches in the tournament. Unless you have lopsided teams, it's going to be like, all right, if one of the teams has 6 or 8 berries, the other team's most likely going to have Snail at least some distance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be like whichever team gets, again, like higher objective control right away. If they get a great lead and econ before the other team establishes a ledge guard, then the other team's going to play not to lose, you know? Or if you just like can't get berries in and the other team's just running Snail and you have a cleared Snail and they're running away, then you got to abandon your objective and stop them from losing. So it's definitely a big objective race. You know, but a lot of time is like, all right, well, who's going to flinch first and who's going to abandon trying to win and trying not to lose now?
Makes sense. And looking like we're going to see that same story again. I'm seeing at least one berry from blue. We're seeing Snail partially move from gold. Unfortunately, that speed drone goes down, though, but it looks like they have another speed drone ready to go.
Snail is clear for gold, though. Snail is going. I can't tell if that's a speed drone. That's a speed drone trying to run it for gold.
I was about to say, I was a bit surprised that I didn't see exactly which gold warrior it was. I want to say it was either Skulls or Skulls or Checkers. That wasn't going in Guardian Blue Hive early on. I'm not sure how much you value those top berries right away, but I feel like as soon as you start seeing someone run those top berries, it's like, even putting a vanilla warrior over there stops those, but...
Yeah, because like end game, if that's all you have is top berries, you kind of shoot yourself in the foot because you only have like one route, kind of 2 routes to get, and that's it. You know, I mean, if you value the last ones like towards the end, the bottom, you could pretty much get into any angle. So,
but the predicament I was going to ask you is it worth it to send like a vanilla warrior over towards Blue Hive to stop a top berry? When in fact, most likely they can still get a bottom berry in. You know what I mean? Like a one-on-one vanilla versus vanilla warrior versus
fine
vanilla
doing
drone.
That. I would say I'm fine doing that.
You're fine doing that? Just to stop the top berry and let them get the bottom berries in?
Okay. I would sacrifice a bottom berry if it meant better. I wouldn't mind leaking one bottom berry if it meant that they shoots their econ in the foot like later, like endgame. So actually, Jordan's going down his last life right now on Gold Queen. He's going to get warriors out of right gate right now, but yeah, Charlotte... See, look right now, Blue only has 1 top berry left, but they're fairly established at econ right now. They're at a considerable advantage with 3 berries left. Only 1 top. Yeah, Charlotte's are on their back foot right now, going to try to make something happen. Great drone bump. That was by Andrew Griner. kicking. Oh, that's very unfortunate on the blue side of tie.
Honestly, all Blue has to do at this point is just get military.
Yeah.
Just get the military. You can stop the snail. You can eventually pick up those kills. Just time's on your side. And
One more- yeah,
looks like
they
they're
just got
even
one
able
more
to squeak one in. But this is one of the only scary moments you can really consider for Blue right now. That they have 0 warriors. Like, I still don't think they're going to lose this because they're in such great shape. But
I mean, look up top right now. Oh, he misses the jump.
And Gold lets the warrior get up out of left gate, which I think is a pretty big mistake given the circumstance. When the other team doesn't have any warriors, I think.
Yeah, they just let
Unless
another
the-
warrior leak out at left gate too. They're letting him leak out. He's gonna get enough high right here. Oh, he missed
This
it.
is it. Gets the jump. Nope.
Hey, they gotta pick it up. Pick it up. I believe that's Gold Skulls. I believe it's Andrew Reiner who's just playing well down there. Oh, he's on the side. He can.
I think that Blue
Great
Queen should
clear,
be over there a
great
little bit.
clear, yeah, he had an extra 8. He should have been over there.
Also, I think could have just isolated the other Queen out from that that little lip instead of getting bumped. Double wing condition.
Yeah. Yeah, so just great execution there.
But
That's a hard one
pretty
to do.
evenly matched teams right there.
Yeah. And it's hard looking at like what PESBs could have done there, because part of me wants to say, all right, well, if they had, like, they weren't really getting too far on their snail down low. They still try to run it towards the end, and I believe I saw it was the blue checkers there hold off the snail, so it halted like Gold's win condition, while they still had like 3 drones to try to jump in there. You know?
Yeah, it felt like they kind of had two things working against them there.
Yeah.
One, they were not moving the snails, which they should have,
Uh-huh.
and that is bad in itself. But it's not as bad as if you're actually stopping berries, which they were not stopping berries early on. So yeah, it was just you either need to move your objective or stop theirs if they're stopping yours. So
Yeah, it's
I
a
feel
very
like I'm-
very hard limbo when you're trying to do it when they only have 1 berry left. That's part of me is out to say whoever was running that drone or the snail down low, just warrior up, pick off that warrior down there because he couldn't crack anyone out really.
Yeah, you just have to get the kill.
So after
I
that,
agree with that
then-
entirely.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of like snail is like you draw a warrior down there, which should be in a pinch position, or
Yeah.
you should at least have a warrior guarding your snail there that someone's gonna have to dive down in a vulnerable position
Something,
to go
yeah,
kill it.
it's very
Yeah,
hard.
it just seems like
All right, so we have Quave or Quave. I'm not really sure how that was pronounced. I want clarification.
right? Could be wrong.
I heard Quave too. I don't. Well, I'll ask for clarification. Alright, so right now, yeah, mostly Alex is going to be another 5-team team. So these are the 2 5-team teams technically right now. I believe we have one from Minneapolis, Chicago, Portland, Columbus, and Iowa.
how many Alexes do you have on that team though?
3.
Do you know? It's 3 Alexes.
Yeah.
Okay, the name holds true.
Yeah, Alex Meester, I believe, is from Minneapolis. They have Alex Kogan, Chicago. Alex Hogan from Columbus. So that's also a thing. Like, there's an Alex Kogan, and in Madison there's an Alex Colgan. there's 3 of them with very goddamn near similar names, identical. Alright, but yeah, 2 5-team teams going on right here, all in the same group, but I want to see how... I want to see what Blue can do here.
I'm just surprised Blue isn't tagging all those speed gates right now.
Yeah, chance, yeah, they can tag left, maybe leave the right one away because it's kind of out of the Queen's way to definitely go up there, but yeah, you see Gold Abs getting a free speed gate up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if he gets out, that's going to be big, because I believe that's going to be Chris Baldwin. So if Chris Baldwin gets out, right gate right now, they abandon gate control, they split it. That's going to hurt
Now
him.
they
That's
get
gonna
one,
hurt
and
him. Yep.
since they got one,
There's
that
another one.
usually
There's
means
another
you
one.
get more.
Yep,
Like,
there's another one.
Getting up the first one is the toughest.
Yeah.
And they didn't really give them too much of a battle with it, it felt like right there.
Yeah.
When you get that lockdown, I feel like the Speed Warriors have to be almost one rotation ahead. They have to,
Yeah.
all right, Queen's going to right gate. I need to be in position to dive this drone, or at least have the threat of diving the drone.
Yeah, think him out. Even if you like do like a little feign dive, something. I mean, you're gonna get another play out of balance, or the drone's gonna pop up, ready to like juke out of that from dying. So you slow down their formation too.
Yep. And unfortunately now, Gold has 3 warriors and despite the snail being that far, they're in.
Gold's all mill.
Oh, Gold's all mill.
Yeah, they can't run snail right now.
Yep. So at this point, though, they're already kind of committed to probably winning off the sleigh anyways.
Yeah.
Whether it's going to be a later by the snail going all the way over towards the Gold side, or earlier, which is my guess is what they're going to go for.
Gold can't run the snail back now.
They just need one of these warriors to get risky. There's
Yeah.
really
There we go. That's all it takes.
Now that drone, I would like to see just go
He's gonna
around
run it back.
snail.
Yep, he's gonna go directly there, run it back. He's going right for it. There you go.
Yep. One warrior for blue, so
Yeah, he's got to
this
try
is
to help
tough.
his queen out.
Blue
He
can't get
helps
too
him out.
risky.
He
They
helps him
can't
out.
go for some of these 3-tap-6 I assume he would love to go for.
Oh, nice punish. Brian Lee going down, but it's still going to be Alice Hogan on his last life, which is blue queen. So yeah, I mean, he has one player out in blue abs. He's going to try to help something out, but he can't afford to die either.
Yeah,
Because having your last warrior when you're on last life is so valuable.
this is trouble. Some trouble right there. Gets forced in a bad position.
He gets out. Oh, the warrior
I feel
escapes.
like he should have got a speed right there. At this point, like he already has 2 vanillas.
Yeah.
I mean, getting your 3rd vanilla is good. I mean, you can't argue that having a 3rd warrior is bad, but at this level of play, I feel like you need to rely on those speed warriors.
It's a complete 180 in map control because
Still no speeds for blue.
Blue tags speed gates.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That's the right play, right? Yeah, you need to get those speed warriors. Like I guess anytime
Because
I
if
block
you're
out
not,
as a queen,
if you're not tagging them either, is that now Gold Team has 2 great speed warriors in Chris Baldwin and Javen, and it's like now you're just letting them get up free speeds left and right, and he's just going to punish you with that.
Yep. Especially when you're
Tag
on
left speed right now.
Especially when you're on last life.
He leaves it open.
I know as a queen, I'm much more comfortable when there's fewer speed warriors on the map.
Oh, yeah.
I'm more comfortable too when I have speed warriors, but yeah, I don't know. I think maybe he's still in like that lockdown mode where he's like, all right, I'm on last life. Previously, he didn't have any warriors up, and he hasn't gotten out of that mindset yet. And I understand that too, being a queen sometimes, where it's like, get warriors up, but I almost feel like the hard cutoff needs to be like, if you're at 0 warriors, you get 2 vanillas up, get a speed warrior up.
Gold's
That's
going to
where you get your
Chipotle
speed
line
warrior.
out of there. I know they opt out, but part of me is kind of guessing is that maybe Blue isn't getting those speed gates because they don't have a established speed warrior also. That's just like a guess on my end. It's like if they don't have one who can dominate a speed, then it's not a priority for you. I'm guessing that's why he's doing it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, see, you got 2 speed warriors chasing Blue Queen right now.
It does have a
there
speed
you go.
now. It does have blue speed gate, his own safe one, so I think this is a good opportunity for, I would look to see somebody go for it, but it seems like every drone on blue is committed just to going straight towards one of these gates, but I think that's a bit of a mistake. I think you can still just send 1 or 2 drones towards one of those gates and then have trust that your team can stay alive long enough. You have to have trust like that. But blue Queen's in massive trouble right now. Like,
but yeah, for a while he's been just barely slipping under people left and right.
Needs the boot for a lucky outplay, and there's the outplay he's looking for.
That was very close. Yeah, he pulled some stuff. I was pretty impressed with a lot of that series there.
That was, looks like Chris Baldwin with the final kill, also with some massive stats on there, 18-6. Especially compared to the other warriors on the other team. I mean, you look at, he had more kills than all the other warriors / drones on mostly Alex. So there's always like that strategy where, sure, you can outplay objective, you can maneuver strategically around the map.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, if you outslay them, you just have more options. It's kind of the same, same truth holds true in some of the other games. Like, that's always how we kind of went in Halo. Like, I used to compete in a lot of Halo tournaments, and it was one of those things just like, if you just outslay them, you just win games.
A big philosophy with me when it comes to this game is that anytime you let up a warrior, I assume that warrior has the potential to kill my queen, hat-trick my queen. And there have been times where people have made the mistake of letting me crack out, and then I hat-trick their queen in 1 life. And that's just kind of a philosophy where I don't want to take each warrior for granted, like, assume that they're not going to do anything. Yeah, you can pick them off, but at the same time, if you're not careful, that one warrior you accidentally let up because you neglected a gate, he could do work. He could completely take over the game, So it's about gate prevention.
I feel like we're missing like a butterfly / beaterfly like pun right here, something like that. But like, yeah, that sort of effect is very true. Like, getting that first warrior up is just so significant, especially when it's the speed. Like, stopping speeds is all I care about. If I didn't have to play against speed warriors, I would be such a better queen. I think everyone is in that same boat.
Oh yeah. So that's why when you're playing against several teams, when you're playing against other teams that have like 2, potentially even 3 established speed warriors that can just easily plug in that role, it's a nightmare at times.
Yeah.
Because you could easily drop all your warriors, and then in some instance where they get like 3 speed warriors up, like on Dustman, for example, that's a nightmare. Because you cannot do that well properly if you don't have a good speed warrior, and if they have speed warriors, you're kind of screwed. You know how reliable and how effective speed warriors are on Dustman.
Yes. They're just so much more effective because you don't really have gates that are as safe to hold. You don't have many spots that you can like bait those warriors where you can get an easy kill on them, where you can hide safely, because just like you stay there, you just get surrounded then by 2 warriors, or if the queen gets around, then you're
Blue has 2 berries left. Both teams have 2 berries left in the hive.
Also
I know
huge,
we're talking about strategy.
Mostly Alex is in great shape right now, and I love how he's tagging the gates. This is the correct play.
They cannot just
lock it out.
And Blue's almost there. Blue's almost right there. There we go. Blue got it.
I believe it was, well, I can probably just, when I say something about mostly Alex's team, I can just pick. Pretty sure there's Alex over there. They got that double kill at the end.
One of the Alexes, yeah.
But no, it was, Blue Queen got that double kill over the Hive, which essentially sealed the game.
That was big. When Brian Lee was over there in the Hive trying to ledge guard, he didn't have any gates, and all his warriors are down, so you're in a very screwed up spot. I've been there. It's hard. So you just gotta pray that you have a clear opening. You could maybe tag left gate if your drones are there, and they don't have a berry trying to come in. Because you could just time it correctly where you tag the left gate, go back to the Hive, and just wait for reinforcements. But yeah, that's one thing I want to say. Like, even like when it comes to these scattered mixed teams, I mean, people just jumping in there, flexing, running the objectives. I think Blue definitely has a lot of strong objective players, but they're lacking in warriors, I want to say. But objectives won in that game.
Yeah, that's
bursting right through it.
It's tough when you're down in warriors, because I do feel like all the win conditions are very strong in the game at the highest level of play, but I do feel like that first step of play is you just have to have the strong. If you have the stronger warriors, you're in such a better shape.
Yep.
So much better shape.
Blue Queen going down 1 live, and Blue, even though they just won on Econ last game, they decided to go Snail right now. And Blue Queen on his last life right now. Yeah, and there's speed warriors galore for Gold Team right now. So there's 2 speed warriors for Gold right now, and that's what we were just talking about not too long ago. I'm sorry, there's 3 speed warriors for Gold right now. No,
they have 4 warriors. Are they all 4?
Are they all 4?
I think Stripes is just
Stripes is just
a lowly vanilla.
Yeah. And he dies because he did not have
like
speed.
He should.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much a good call because he can run the snail back a little bit more now. But Blue has very good. They're zoning out down low, bottom left of the map well.
All right, what do you think is the punish here for when the queen gets trapped in the tunnel? Do you think there's a punish, or do you think it's just like a waiting game where you just sit on each side? Like
waiting game, lame it out. I say lame it out, unless you absolutely need to do like right then and there. You can lame it out, as in just like take your time, don't do anything fancy, like just like around it. Patience game, you know, especially like if you're gonna win a military or sorry, Snail or Econ. And they have no gates, you're just containing them, you know?
Gotcha. So you feel like it's worth it to put like those 2 warriors or a warrior and queen just to limit that queen's movement?
I would have like, if you have your ideal setup, queen could go on either side, another warrior speed on the opposite side, and on the top of the map, or top of that like ledge, down low, like either left or right, then you have like a speed warrior kind of floating, like mimicking the queen's movement.
So you're almost committing 3 to there. In your ideal scenario. I guess I could see that as long as you have them like locked out of gates and such already.
Yeah.
My concern about going towards that tunnel with the queen is unless you're going in for that kill, like you're essentially unless you already have gates, you're essentially wasting your queen's time, another warrior's time for a kill that you're not getting.
Yeah.
So I feel like in the lockdown scenario, I completely agree with that, but I feel like the other times where it's not a lockdown scenario, I feel like it's almost welcome multiple
Blue
like
warriors
a queen and a warrior.
Blue warriors are all white.
They almost botched that right there.
Snail's right there.
Right here, I think Queen should just go tag the gates, like, right?
He's in a weird spot right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, so Blue Queen's out of it. Blue Queen's out. Reestablished himself.
felt like their gold actually had an opportunity to lock out all the gates and potentially not let blue get a warrior up the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And that opportunity is now gone. But
Blue-
they're in a
Blue
safer
still has
spot
gates,
now.
yeah.
It's not
Blue
like
still has
the
gates.
brink.
Yeah. So gold's feeling a lot more comfortable now. Yeah, those are unfortunate deaths. Try to dive down and you clip a ledge. You freak out, you hesitate, and you get punished for it.
Vertical, team break.
And that one again was, I believe that was Chris Baldwin, gained the third and final kill on the queen.
I believe so, yeah.
And he's
won
in
the
that
punish,
2 games
yep.
now.
Yeah, 2 games, game-winning queen kill. Win 11-2. Doesn't how much overlays down low because we still have the KDR. Kill-death ratio for those who do not know what KDR is. So this is going to be a good match right here. We have Team Break against one of Chicago's teams who've been playing for a while now in Birdful, formerly known as Buzzkill, formerly known as Buzz Thrill.
Dude, I did not
All
take a
that
good enough
jazz.
profile picture here for this event. I just literally sent my Twitter profile picture or something like that, but now I'm seeing team breaks. And
Oh yeah, people
Christina's
have,
right there.
people have some nice ones. People have some meme profiles there. So I want to see Birdful take one round here. I don't know if Team Breaks take lots of rounds yet. I could check right
I
now.
don't believe they have.
Yeah.
I feel like we would have heard about it.
So Brian Kang, Queen of Team Break, going down 1 life, and he has 1 warrior up, but yeah, he's getting a little smothered right now. Nothing too bad. Okay, they're gonna try to come out Chipotle line right of right, and there we go. He gets 3 warriors out. He has 2 vanillas, 1 speed. They're gonna re-establish control.
I feel like right now, if I was blue queen on Birdful, I would be most concerned about that speed gate. I'd be wanting to lock out
Oh, you can
any
tag
other
it. There we
speed
go. All
warriors.
right, sags it out.
And here's a tricky situation though. When that queen's holding that ledge,
Yep.
depends how comfortable with the cab, because I definitely am not comfortable in these cabs yet. I think that's going to be kind of like a home field, away field advantage sort of thing that is going to happen in probably every tournament. But
Yeah, I know. Whenever I'm traveling or anything like that, it takes me a while to get used to the cab. So that's why getting here early and adjusting is definitely a big advantage. Because I think a lot of the switches are insane. When it comes to tap rate, but I think it's pretty much the sticks that those are the harder ones to break in. Trying to connect the J on those. Blue Queen's going to be Birds. He has Christina on Blue Abs up, so they're going to try to get warriors out. Alright. Blue has another warrior coming out of left guy right now. He's going to try to establish. But yeah, Gold's Team Break. They're running their way with that snail now.
yeah, one thing that, like I said, I haven't studied Team Break as much as I probably should, since they're arguably the best team. Or are they arguably the best team right now in the scene, or are one of the best teams without a doubt?
They're
Right?
heavily favored as the best team, but they are beatable.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I'd say they're regarded as the elite team right now.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was my understanding of it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically from what the little I have seen or watched them play, it just seems like they're so strong when they just move that snail. They seem to know how to set up around it, and just I don't know. I've never played against something like that where it's just 3 players sitting stagnant near the snail or just setting up near it and trying to find whatever weakness, if any,
they
set up.
really do set up camp, and they refer to it as fortressing, where as soon as they got down low and bottom right hand side with the snail, they'll set up around ledges where it's almost impossible, and they make you play uncomfortably, because now you got to try to jump in there and make something happen when they can easily pick you off, because they're picking proper ledges. They know which ledges to hold. They look at where their other warriors are coming from, and they'll cut you off. And to the point where it's you got to try to swipe down in a really hard area in order for you to make a play, and they'll punish you a lot of the time.
Massive amount of kills there from Czechs. That is Wilkeny, right? And then who is Gold
Czech,
Queen?
Yeah, Czech said is Wilkin. Gold Queen is going to be Brian Kang.
Brian King. All right. That's the thing is I hear a lot of the names, but I don't know specific ones. Like actually, Rob was one of the players. He actually came out to Seattle pretty early on, so it was really helpful. Like we've been.
I'm actually curious because
coming through.
Usually, Rob, a lot of teams are having their objective players on playing the side. Usually, like the New Year's Snail side or your Hive side. But Rob is playing on the opposite side of that. Rob is playing actually pretty much like on the gold abs, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think it's a huge benefit when you have players who are comfortable playing on the edges,
like
seems
their
like
big
Vulcaning is.
playmaker Andrew Wilkening is pretty much playing. They're on a gold checks, which is again like usually the objective side on that side, you know. So it's pretty interesting. I don't know what prompted that. I'm kind of curious about that now.
I'm also curious that Gold tried to run those 2 berries instead of forming up that other warrior. They knew Blue was running that snail a bit further. They had a ledge guard that they couldn't clear in that situation. They just must have a lot of trust in their berry runners to out-juke a ledge guard.
Part of me feels like they're maybe just trying to take her with things here and try to test things out. And look, they have an open hive now, but Blue's running away with the snail now. So both teams are about equal objective control. Blue's having a speed warrior come out of the right gate. Both queens have all their lives. So I feel like it's going to be like whichever team makes a great play, wipes out a team, or queen kill's going to be big. But yeah, Gold right now kind of stopped Econ, and they're just trying to run the snail back. This is what we were kind of talking about a little earlier, where they just maybe blink first, trying to not to lose, right? Try to like.
And Gold has luxury too is, unfortunately, I think Blue checks doesn't understand the situation as well because Gold had 3 warriors. Yep. They had a snail runner there.
Yeah, he didn't need to be there.
He didn't need to be there. And that's also one of the tough decisions you have to make when you're ledge guarding. When the other team has so many berries, you're in this tough position where you almost feel like you can never leave. You feel like as soon as you leave, it's open. But
I know,
you have to have that overall awareness to be like,
oh,
wow, they have 3 warriors and a snail. I can go over there for a moment, and as soon as the kill happens, I need to go back.
Mm-hmm. Because also, if you get in the battle and you accidentally die, the other team could easily start running berries again. So I know that's always a hard one, where sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and say, all right, hey, I'm going to go rogue, and I'm going to try to help out in the battle. And just hope that you make a play. If you make a play, then you're kind of a hero, you know? You just help your team win. If you don't, you know, then you're just kind of like, all right, well, kind of screw the gooch. But yeah, Gold's running away with objective right now.
Yep, hive is clear. The snail is now too exposed. So even though they got the snail right there, it doesn't matter now. They don't have any warriors to protect it.
And Gold's ran it far back enough to the point where they didn't consider it a threat.
Gold has
one left.
I feel like Blue can't even run snail here. They just have to get mass warriors. That snail is just a free death right now.
Because Blue's going to try to play like, okay, they cannot afford to lose right now rather than trying to win. So, Team Break played it right there. Run the snail back far enough where you're comfortable, where you can win in that spot without trying to force something. Yeah, because Gold, I don't think they're going to care if someone tries to keep running snail at this point, because you only one berry away. And they only have, Blue Team only has one warrior, they have no gates. Almost juke.
Is that Rob?
That's Rob. Oh.
Of course it's Rob.
Ray picking it up. Picking up the rebound and dunking it in. Team Break up 2 games. 2 games to 2-0.
Yeah, I remember playing against Rob when he came out to Seattle. It was like
Wyatt
the first time.
going 12-0 that game. That's big.
That is monster stats.
Yeah, Wyatt and Gold Strikes. See, I'm hearing Quave on the audio on the mic.
Quave? All right.
But going into it, I thought it was Quave first. Maybe it's just Quav.
Maybe the announcer's wrong and we're the ones that are right.
I don't know what to believe in anymore.
That's pretty cool. I saw on the side there, Red Bull sponsoring this event, so it's pretty awesome to see them involved and all the sponsors over on the side.
Yeah, it's been long rumored that we heard maybe a year ago that, like Brian Lee, our guy in SF, like one of our sales reps, the guy selling the cabs every which way, growing the scene nationally. I was in talks with like Red Bull when it came to a few different things, and Dylan Higgins, guy in Portland, you know Dylan Higgins, who I think he got like low-key hired as kind of like a guide, I guess you can say. I forgot the exact.
Yeah, I got them in touch. So actually, the guy who used to run the Red Bull Esports program, Ben Nickel, a good friend of mine, and he was the one that even told me about Killer Queen. we didn't live in the
okay.
same city. He's like, yo, you gotta check out this game, Killer Queen. And so went and played it, and then I've been hooked ever since. And then,
okay.
And then afterwards, we've had some chats about like, what
Some
kind of game is
kickins
this?
on Gold Hive over there. That's super kickins, and that makes your job a hell of a lot easier for gold objectives. All right, sorry, go on.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Kick-in.
This is a crazy intense ending right now, so
Yeah.
we need to watch this. We can tell stories later.
Yeah,
Through the breaks.
we will follow this up when they're rotating teams. But yeah, I mean those kick-ins are going to be big because that's 2 less bears that they got to run over. Maybe a kick-in.
What about blue running bears right now? Do you feel like that's a mistake at this point? Do you feel like it's just too far behind? I'm not sure if that was an intentional bear or not.
Too far behind.
I agree with that.
If there's only like 10 berries left, sure, because then that way you could hit famine faster, and then it kind of screws the pooch when it comes to gold's econ.
That makes
so
sense.
that's an actual strat, all right, just take the berries off the map, now they can't win.
But that's clearly not the case
But
right now.
no,
so,
it's still way too early in the game. That's not an
They
actual
see their extra
reliable-
warrior up quicker.
Yeah.
I think when you're in this position,
Oh, there you go.
as bad as to say,
Last
you just need to get those warriors up, get a wipe, get some kills, and potentially get that snail going, or get the queen kills. I think when you're that far behind, you don't have snail close.
Part of me
really
would
a few
have
berries out.
Part of me would have straight up said, your strat now needs to be go all mill, because during the process, by the time you hit 4 warriors out, one of them's going to drop anyways. So whichever one that is, I mean, hopefully you pick off a lot of their warriors, reestablish map control. But with that being said, then you have 4 drones on the map trying to run those last 3 berries, which is also a little frightening. So it's a double-edged sword. All right, so going back to your Red Bull guy. He got you hooked on?
Yeah, he was the one who just texted me. He was like, you gotta go play this game, Killer Queen. And then he said I had a cab out in Seattle, and so I went and played that about a year ago. Last February was the first time I played it, and I was just hooked ever since. Yep, this game is incredible. I wanna be a part of the scene. I wanna play in the league there, and then clearly got to play against better and better players and see how strong the other scenes are.
Yeah, and it's cool now because, I mean, this game's becoming a lot more competitive, over the years, to the point where cities are doing, weekly leagues, actual structured leagues and rosters and point seedings and all that. And in the Midwest, we have something called the Midwest Champion Series, which, small tidbit about me, it was actually me and a guy, Troy, here. We actually did MLG 10 years ago. I did Gears of War, he did Rainbow Six. So I road tripped down to Dallas, Texas. He was
also
also
MLG events then?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I only did 2 of them. This is for the first year Gears of War in 2007, 2008.
Okay.
One of those, but so we have a little bit of that blood
together.
Probably could have been, yeah. Probably all 3 of us at the same time, without even knowing it,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was one of those things where it's I kind of had an idea when it came to a circuit type thing. So we have 4 cities in the Midwest. We had Minneapolis first, and we had Chicago a month ago. Then we have the Kansas City event in 3 weeks. Then Columbus a week after the Red Bull event. So we're also kind of getting to feel point structures, team consistently signing up, traveling, all that.
Yeah.
We see pros and cons of it. A lot of things that we figure, okay, this might not work. The tournament's already kind of proving that. All right, well, now we know we cannot do this. Next tournament, Dylan Higgins telling me that, hey, let's talk later down the road because we may want to get something big like that later on. Especially if Red Bull is involved now, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to see what Red Bull possibly brings to the game.
Yeah, because I know a few years ago, I don't know if you heard, there was a pitch from Nick and Josh, the creators, about something called Killer Queen League, but I don't think the game was ready for it at the time. This is 2 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, I'm unaware of that then.
Yeah, so this is 2 years ago, and it was let's focus getting everything bigger nationally first, then approach it. But I think things are aligning properly now,
Yeah, the game still has some growing to
Great
go.
dive by Brian Lee.
But the strength for Killer Queen is just this retention rate. I mean, just so many people, once they play, they get fully sucked into the game.
Yeah, what I like about this community right now is that compared to online games, I mean, I've jokingly said this game isn't some great holy shit game you gotta play it. I think what's great about Killer Queen is experiencing going there with the bar with a bunch of friends, hooting and hollering, having a few drinks. It's a great social aspect that you don't get online compared to if this were on Xbox Live Arcade or anything like that. this is completely different playing this here in person.
I agree entirely.
That's what kept me going. Me seeing a lot of friends week in, week out. Not only that, but it becomes a big part of your social life because a lot of these guys here are my best friends now that you just go to the movies with, have dinner with, all these things, So that's what's great about it.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of I've never felt this way about games since Halo 1, just because that was sort of my LAN experience game where I would travel around, play against people. You'd hear similar stories about whispers of players oh, this guy Turbo from New York, or Cody from Portland, and there's that aspect to it.
And then you gotta go check it out in person.
Different pockets. You gotta go in person. There's that social aspect, which is half the fun of gaming. Similar story. I've made a lot of great friends from Killer Queen. Have some of my best friends from the Halo days. Some that are even coming out here this weekend just to say hi and hang out.
Oh, right on. Okay. I may know some of them by gamer tags if they go back to when I watched Halo 3 mainly, some of Halo 2, but
so potentially, let's see, the names would be Lunchbox, Roy.
I heard of those guys. Okay.
Fear itself. Potentially Ninja might be coming out too. So.
Oh, is that the Fortnite guy?
Yeah. He's also a Halo guy back in the day. So. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
But yeah, he's huge into Fortnite now. One of the biggest. Or I think he's arguably the biggest gamer in the world right now.
Yeah. All right. So right now it's. So yeah, Gold Queen on the last hive right now. So that's pretty much the big win condition for Blue Team right now. Blue has 5 berries in, but they're not a big threat on that. 3 words of picking off Bert, who's the Gold Queen, is going to be their biggest win condition right now. I feel like they're just going to straight up try to hunt the Queen and just go roll with that. But Blue's still low-key running berries right now.
Which I think is the correct move.
Yeah. Oh, he
put
picks
the
the
pressure
berry
out
out.
when that hive is open.
Yeah, and Blue not only has 4 berries left, so they're going to try to keep going with that.
The one part I don't understand from Blue's perspective, though, is at what point do you stop running berries and focus on snail? Where does everyone draw that line? Do they say the waterfall?
The waterfall is usually a unofficial marker, checkpoint, I guess you can say. As soon as it reaches that, that's when teams start realizing it, and that's a clear play call. Hey, Snow's at waterfall now.
Gotcha.
Compared to we don't have things hey, Snow's at first ledge, second ledge. People don't say that so much. It's hey, Snow's reaching the waterfall, Snow's near the net, anything like that. But teams kind of universally, as soon as it starts reaching the waterfall, and then it's okay, now we definitely need to bring it back a bit. Which one? Right now?
Whose goals? 13-0 was that game. Yeah, we had someone on the stands back there asking what the KD was for one of the players. They wouldn't let him do.
Hey, Chris Ball, we were just talking about how well he's doing, picking off these last.
He was super nice. I met him out in Phoenix, and we chatted up for a little bit.
Yeah, he was out in Phoenix, yeah. I forget which team he played with.
He was on a multi-scene team. I'm pretty sure he was with
I think he was with
Cody from Portland.
Okay, all right, he was with that team, right.
So, I don't remember a lot of the other ones. I knew.
Yeah, it was Cody, Wyatt, Matt Pelican from Kansas City. All right, great pins by Chris Baldwin, of course, and Brian Lee on Queen over there. Bert's got to get someone up right now. And Bert's on his last life right now. Bert's on his last leg right now. He's going to try to make something open here. He's going to tag either one of left or right gate. But mid-gate's also open. Mid-gate's free. You get one vanilla guard, kind of zoning it. He's going to try to come up someone left gate. Left gate's good. He's going to tag someone at right gate now. So Bert, Gold Queen, has 2 warriors coming out. So that's going to be big time for him.
It's huge. And I think also, I hear a lot of the commentators say it before too, don't go for that mid-gate, don't dive for it as a queen. I kind of strongly disagree with that. I think it's one of those gates that you can grab if you're confident in diving down and go to situations.
If there's no threat, you got to look at your peripherals. If there's no one near it, if there's a speed warrior there, you're gonna get punished. Sometimes you could easily juke them out and could punish them, but it's hard to execute. But Cody is a big person who does not like diving there in mid-dot game. He absolutely hates it and says absolutely no reason we should ever go there. So Chris Baldwin's hunting there. Oh, Chris Baldwin white. He gets a little too greedy there. But Blue only has 2 berries left.
See someone in the chat, Midship Hustle, saying this is a big match for both of them. I wonder if this is both these squads on the cusp as far as like their win-loss ratio.
I don't recall all the teams, but yeah, these are going to be. These are like the second and third seeded teams, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know the records of the other guys, but this is definitely like, hey, we need to win all these games to bring us up, and we cannot afford to get 3-0'd. Because if we get 3-0'd, then a fourth or potentially fifth seeded team in our pools can bring it back and upset us and knock us into wild card.
Yeah, that's always how group plays go as well too. Is just set yourself up for success later in the tournament.
Yeah.
Sure, these losses don't punish you nearly as much as in bracket play, but they still punish you.
Yeah. Yeah, because just that one rogue game, you slip up once, and that could change your entire bracket. From a very favorable bracket going up against now maybe playing a top 3 team, which you can upset, but Chris Baldwin, yeah, we were just talking about you going nuts. Chris Baldwin's looking over on our commentary right now.
See this shirt? He has a sweet Killer Queen Minneapolis shirt, which he got at his local fair, it looks like.
Doing a little plug-in for that fair, Minnesota State Fair. Yeah, I've already got me water. Thank you, though. All right, so
my team's on top of our game too, because I was running low on water and I didn't want to bail on you again in the commentary booth, so I asked.
No, it's all good.
Text all my teammates see if they could bring me water, and 2 of them came over. So I'm not sure what the other 2 are doing, but
yeah. Yeah, so I don't do a whole lot of commentary here and there, just certain games. I don't like doing bracket play. I like doing it in groups, because I feel like this is where teams kind of experiment a tad bit more. So it's always interesting to see like different openings, strategies. So if people want to do like all military to start off with 2-2, 1-3 berries or econ.
Yeah. Killer Queen's super interesting from that from a commentary perspective. I do commentary for the Halo series still, so I've been heavily involved doing that for about like 5 years or so. But it's really cool to step on the mic for the first time and do it here for Killer Queen.
Yep. So these 2 right here. If anyone has any sort of hope in making it into bracket play, they got to clean sweep, go 3-0, and hope that the third team still plays it and gets swept in the last one to try to get back in this. So we still have one of the mixed city teams here, and mostly Alex against PE Absentees. The last 2 matches I saw them, they both won 1 round.
Oh, they were both blindly diving down there trying to bail.
Same exact thought.
Yep. One just had that thought a little bit later, and it worked out.
Yep. So I'm going to check our group right now, see how many matches that we got after this.
We've got to be winding down at this point.
Almost done,
see how many left. Like, there's got to be very few at this point.
Yeah, because we're looking over in the other cam now. So Group D has started on the Uptown cam.
Nice.
So they're up and running on that one. So I believe we're almost done here. Okay. Gotcha.
They're live in practice. Nice. All
We
right.
don't have to do practice now.
Okay, so this is the last match. Yeah,
All right.
this is the last match. Yeah, so I gotta look at the tiebreakers, the exact seedings, but if PE Absentees wants any shot at winning and making it into bracket, they need to clean sweep 3-0. And then I gotta look into the tiebreaker who has that. But I mean, worst case scenario, if you just barely miss it, you still set yourself up with a better seeding going into wildcard.
Yes, that's very true.
So
because
yeah,
wildcard's gonna be one of those weird ones where you technically could lose to the top 2 teams if the bracket does not work out in your favor. So you want to set yourself up for success.
Yep. Yeah, because wildcard's gonna be single elim, so you want that favorable bracket. So you want to win, even if you're like already like kind of knocked out of so to speak, in terms of points and group points, you still want to get the highest seeding as you can for wildcard.
Gotcha. I was unaware that was single elim. So
yeah, I know. The wildcard will be
team,
single elim.
Right. The bottom 2 teams from each pool go into that, so it's a 14-team wildcard. Gotcha.
I forgot the exact numbers, but that sounds about right.
There are 7 groups, so yes.
Yeah, so it's going to be single elim from there And again, it's going to be a favorable bracket, you know? That's how every game counts when it comes to pools.
We got another cup of water here from Seattle, so
I will take one. Yoink. You have 3 different cups of water, like within like 2 minutes.
See, us Seattleites look out for each other. So
I'm learning, man. I see you guys. All right.
I probably should post in the group chat at this point that I have enough water. Water is set. Or do we just keep going?
Do not
and see how many
overhydrate
more
me.
come out?
Oh yeah, we still got 2 more maps after this, so yeah, I mean. All right, so PE Absenbees goes up 1 game, and they're gonna need these next 2 games if they want a shot at the bracket play.
And that was a massive comeback too. If I remember correctly, at the beginning of the game, Absenbees went down first 2 key lives.
I think that, yeah.
So making that huge comeback it's a hill to climb, but they did it. That's one of the things about this game is it can be so swingy. When you start to get things going your way, it can be so powerful, and that's why I think sometimes teams they get so comfortable when they get their 3 warriors up and everyone's going in that aggressive mode, and then
people get complacent and they feel that they can afford a warrior here and there because if you go make for a play, next thing you know, 2 of them go out, you lose gate control.
All right, looks like a speed start from Gold. You're talking about speed, and then also, what's also very notable there is he did not tech the speed gate. But secondly, blue drones weren't even aware of it. I feel like if you're starting as a blue drone, someone has to know what the queen's doing off the start. That just has to be known, because they potentially gave up 2 free kills, and I don't know. That mostly worked out for mostly Alex in that situation, but I feel like it would have worked out significantly better if he got that second speed gate tag, because now he has 2 speed warriors on him, Abs and Skulls. The whole point of that starting strat was
tag
negate.
both speeds. Yep. Tag both speeds. He got the first one
by a good play either. It was negated by a missed tag.
Yep.
So I feel like there's a big difference in those. If the other queen makes a great play or someone does something great, that's different.
Yeah, so
Blue's running away on top of things. Let me know when our match is next. I guess playing up in 2 matches from now. So
yeah, you're in pools next. Yeah, so again, Gold, I like their opening, but they just missed out on getting that speed to tag it. They let speeds get out, and now they have no warriors on last life. They have 1 gate. But yeah, Snail's almost in the net. So I had to say, hey, would it have mattered there? I would have said at that point, blue checkers, they're not going to win an econ at that point. Gold's trying not to lose rather than trying to win. Get that ledge guard out of there. Try to win now. Because they only had 4 berries in. They're not going to keep running berries on Gold's side.
Yeah, you have to.
I would say
if something's not working, you have to straight up change it. You can have that starting strat and maybe get those first 4 berries in, but if you're not getting anything after that, or they have the snail too far, you have to concede. You have to recognize that their strat's winning. Just military up. I always feel like military is a great reset.
He's going speed opening and no, okay, never mind. He's not. He's going mid opening. Yeah, he went down to the bottom right. I think he's going to go speed opening again for the second time.
What I don't like about that fake there is if you are going for that fake, I feel like you need to be there immediately as the barriers are moving, because you can go to that safe gate and deny that first vanilla warrior.
Yeah.
So
you got to time it perfectly because it's very hard to pull off, but you can do it. And even if you're showing up there, again, what we talked about earlier is that your presence there, their drone may not leave that area because they don't want to drop immediately.
Yep.
So both queens down 1 life right now. Alex Hogan is getting picked off there. But Gold's running a little bit on snail right here. Blue doesn't have a big... They're not running berries. They're trying to pull a snail back. Yeah, Gold has good military pressure right now, along with snail control. Yeah, Gold's holding everything down right there.
I guess another question I can ask you, it sounds like you're the resident expert on this, but at what point in the tournament am I supposed to start drinking my beers? immediately? Do you wait for a certain time? What's the Garzone rule here on this?
I usually drink one beer soon just to like get the nerves like kind of like under control, you know. Like we have a few people here, like Michael Spurs, we were just talking about, where he says he takes one shot of Malort. Just to,
right, so there is legit strats for each players that you've seen here.
Yeah, some people straight up do it to like calm themselves a little bit, you know. Some people do not drink at all come tournament play. I usually do a few Miller Lights.
Gotcha,
I don't do anything too crazy, nothing like that.
No, I feel like for me, part of the beauty of this game is I treat it very serious. I consider myself competitive in the game. Yep. But I also, one of the joys of it is I get a lot of enjoyment out of the game.
Go
and
ahead.
it's part of that is like
Go.
treating it like my golf league or my bowling league and like go there, have a beer, hang out with friends. And,
All right, so Blue's in a very tough spot right now. Last queen, no gates, no warriors. He's got his eye right there, and hope that there we go. So that one win from Gold taking that last game that me pretty much knocked out.
Yeah, I was just about to ask that. Does it help mostly Alex, or does it more so hurt Apps and Bs? And it sounds like it mostly hurts Apps and Bs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're mostly Alex, you want to win no matter what. But by Apps and Bs losing that game, I think that officially knocked him out of double Elam. But now they're in Lockhart. They still have a chance here. They put up a good showing.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So close so far, but
I'm gonna check because I believe now we are entering a new pool. We are going to be entering
I am up in this pool, so we need a
We are going to
fill
switch
it
out
for me.
commentaries.
Stream's gonna cut out for a second.
All right. Stream's cutting out for a minute, but when we come back, Pool C is going to be starting on up. That is going to consist of my team as well.